Welcome. I am Lynn Block. We're going to do energy flow. You may want a block or something to put your hands on. We will be doing standing splits or we're going to start on the ground and we're going to work up and build energy up. So let's go ahead and start on the ground, laying on our back, supine, facing the ceiling. We're just going to focus on our breath. You can have those knees bent or legs straight, whatever feels best for us. We're doing an energetic flow today, so wherever we feel comfortable, find that position. And then let's focus on our breath. Inhaling, ribs expanding in all directions. And then exhaling out the back of the throat and out that nose. Inhaling, bringing that energy in. And exhaling tension out. And as we breathe, let's try to find Mula Bandha. That is like the area down in our lower abdomen. You would tighten that area. You would stop the stream of urine. So think about finding Mula Bandha as we breathe. Just notice what that feels like. To kind of have that lift up and pull towards the ribs. See if we can hold it as we breathe so that we can tap into that later, finding Mula Bandha when we're doing other things. Just focusing on that breath. Let's go ahead. Pull one knee in towards the chest, other foot down. Inhale, switching. Lengthening that leg. Inhale, switch. Just alternating those legs. Couple more. Notice how we're feeling today. And let's go ahead, pull both knees in towards that chest, releasing through that back. Let's start by dropping those feet down to the ground. Feet underneath our hips, or feet underneath the knees, walk towards the hips. So let's go into some flowing bridges. Take a breath in. As we exhale, lift up into bridge. Inhale, release. Exhale, press into those heels, lifting up and release. So moving with our breath at our own pace. Activating through the backside of our body. Creating some energy and heat in our body with these flowing bridges. Maybe a couple more here. Let's go ahead, take this one to the top and hold it at the top. Just holding this bridge, all the weight in the shoulders. A nice deep breath in as we exhale, slowly lowering down. Let's go ahead and take both feet in the air. We can have knees bent or legs straight. Listen to our hamstrings. It's kind of early. They're not ready, then bend the knees. Arms up. So imagine we're doing our spinal balance, except we're going to do it on our back. So taking our right foot out, left hand overhead. And then inhale in, switch it opposite arm and leg, reaching long and pull it in, lengthening and in. So inhale, reach long, exhale, pull to the center. Inhale, reach long, exhale to center. To really feel those abs firing up here on our back. And notice what this feels like here on our back. Can we make the same sensation happen in our core when we're doing spinal balance on all fours? Think about that for a minute. Notice what this feels like. Can we do the same type of muscle engagement when we're on all fours? Coming back into center, hug the knees into the chest. We can rock back and forth or side to side. We're going to slowly roll to the side, coming up to all fours position. Finding our all fours position here, do a little cat cow. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, round up to cat. And then inhale, release. Let's find that Mula Bandha. Exhale, round up to cat. Pull that lower abdomen up towards the ribs. And then release. Just breathing. Find that Mula Bandha at the top, maybe a little pause. And then release. Notice how that spine is feeling today. If you have any stiffness or tightness, make sure to move and be mindful of that throughout our practice. Last one here. Returning to that neutral spine, finding that nice neutral spine. Let's do a little spinal balance. Remember what I said about finding that core connection? See if we can find it. Right arm, left leg, release, switch. Can we find that core connection that we found on the other side with the legs in the air? Alternating side to side with our breath. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, coming in. Alternating sides. And finish this one that we're on. Returning to all fours. Finding child's pose. Sanskrit name for child's pose is balasana. So as we hold, say that, create those vibrations. Balasana. Balasana. We're creating space where we can hold. Welcome to come back here anytime during our yoga practice. Inhale, lift up a little bit, walk to the right edge of the mat, and sit back into that left hip, stretching down the side of our body. Inhale, lifting up, walk across the mat to the other side, and sit back to that right hip, and breathe. Inhale, lifting up back to center, finding child's pose, balasana. Inhale, lifting up, planting those hands firmly on the ground, lifting to down dog. Turn those feet over, exhaling to down dog. So go ahead, walk that dog, alternate those heels. Paying attention to our body today, doing the things that feel right as we listen to our bodies. And hold that down dog, softening our knees if our hamstrings are tight. Shaking our head yes and no, relax through that neck. Give me one more inhale. As we exhale, walk those feet forward into forward fold. Soften our knees, hands towards ground or yoga block. Reverse swan dive up, coming in to mountain pose. Bring our hands by our side, feet underneath our hips, finding our mountain pose for today. Picking up our toes, pressing in through all the corners of our feet, and then setting those toes down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling through heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling through heart center. Inhale, lift. Again, checking in with our bodies. How are we feeling today? Physically, as we breathe, how are we feeling mentally, emotionally? Just acknowledge how we're feeling, honoring that as we move through the practice today. We're going to try to create some energy in our body with our flowing. Last one. And release down. Lateral flexion, right arm reach up, left arm reach down. Lengthen away from the center of the body. Maybe add a little lean. Inhale, lift up, switching sides. Exhale, lengthen through the other side of the body. Add a little lean. Feels so great. Let's do one more on each side. Opposite arm up, other arm down. And one more time. Creating that dynamic tension through our body. And really sink those arms down. We're going to do a little flowing step back. So we're going to step back, take the arms wide into a lunge. So your foot is back. And we're going to come back forward and I'm going to cross my hands. So let's alternate flowing lunge here. Bird of flight, sometimes this is called. Stepping back, inhale, exhale together. Let's reverse that. Exhale, step back. Inhale as we step together. Stepping back and together. So moving with our breath. Inhale together at our own pace. Inhale together. Noticing we're creating some energy. We're creating some heat. Couple more. Bring this one together. Hold it here. We're going to do breath of joy. We're going to be conductors in our arms. We're going to go inhale straight up, inhale out wide, inhale all the way, big exhale, fold over those legs. Okay, so 3 little inhales. Here we go. Inhale, 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 big exhale, let it all go. Inhale, 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 exhale. Nice big breaths. You should be able to hear yourself breathing. Inhale, 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 big exhale. Inhale, 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 big exhale. One more. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, lift up. Find your mountain pose. Feeling pretty warm? Let's go into our sun salutation. Step towards the front end of that mat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, forward fold. We can lunge, right foot back, or step both feet back to down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank, toes or knees, take options. Chaturanga. Inhale, lifting baby cobra or up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Picking up our right leg, lunging forward. We can assist or we can just lunge straight forward. Both feet together, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, find chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lunging left foot back. Both feet back to down dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank. Chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, lifting up baby cobra, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, picking up that left leg. Lunging between those hands. Now go ahead, go through another round at our own pace. You can add options, making this sun salutation whatever you like. So go ahead, move with our own pace, our own breath, making any adjustments for the sun salutation. Listening to our bodies, taking the options that we want or need today, adding anything in. We'll go around on each side. Do one time on each side at our own pace. Coming back towards our center. And when we're ready, finding our mountain pose, stepping our feet wide, So we're in like a wide squat, toes turned out. So once we're here, we're going to add some moonflowers, sunflowers. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, elbows in. Moonflowers. So join me whenever we're ready. Knees are going over second and third toe. Pushing those legs out. Elbows coming in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbows in. I like my thumbs to touch at the top. Gives me a nice reference point. And then we're going to add some sunflowers to these moonflowers. So make a big sun. Tip from the hip, pinkies together. Inhale, lift up, thumbs together. Still bending the knees. Just adding a little tip forward to make it a bigger move. Again, we're creating energy in our body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale, lift up. Release the arms down. Step forward to the end of the mat. Find chair pose here. Hands can be at heart center or forward. Sinking into that chair pose, wherever we want those arms. So unweight one heel, and then unweight the other heel. Just checking out what that feels like. And we're going to add a little balancing chair here. So balancing chair. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Drop those heels down. Forward fold. Stepping our right foot back to lunge. Lunge, twist, left arm in the air. Coming back into lunge. Stepping back to down dog. Shift forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. One more time, shift forward to plank. And back to down dog. Left leg, lift, right leg, lift in the air. Right leg, lunge forward. It should be the other leg. Lunge, twist. Bring the hand down to the ground. Step back to down dog. Shift forward to plank. If anybody wants to do a 3-legged plank, they can. Your choice. 1 more, shift forward. And set the foot down. Left foot lunge forward. Lunge, twist. Now we can stay here with the hand on the ground, or we can choose to come up to that lunge twist, elbows on the side of that leg. Breathing. Release the hands down. Step back to down dog or 3-leg down dog. And if we want, shift forward to plank, keeping that leg in the air, or we can have the feet on the ground. 1 more time. Both feet on the ground. Picking our right foot up in the air, 3-leg down dog, lunge between our hands. Lunge, twist here. So twisting, either hand on the ground, or we can choose to lift up into that deeper twist, hands towards heart center. So if this feels good, stay here, or hand to ground. Breathing. Bring the hand down, step back to down dog or 3-leg down dog. Shifting forward to plank 3 times. It can be a 3-legged plank, or we can have both feet on the ground. Your choice. And hold down dog. Right foot up in the air. Lunge forward. Going to crescent lunge. Lifting up. Take our left hand in the air. Right hand behind our back. Finding cow face arms. Open the chest. Breathing. Pull the elbows back. Looking straight ahead. Release those arms. Bring them towards the ground. Shifting forward to standing split. You You can use yoga blocks if you like. Shiva squat. Lift that leg up, cross, behind. 3 more. 3. So 5 Shiva squats total. 2. Hold that standing split. If we want to grab that calf, we can pull that leg towards chest, towards the thigh. Drop that foot down, walk the hands forward. Half moon. We can stay here facing the ground, or we can twist. Twisting half moon. We can lift the right arm in the air, or we can go to the left arm in the air. So either option for half moon. We can do twisting half moon, floating half moon. Hands to the ground. Rotate back to center. Feet come together. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sun salutation here. Step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Shift forward to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhale back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those feet. Getting ready to go to the other side. Pick our left leg up in the air. I'm switching directions. Lunge between the hands. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Sink down into those hips. Left leg's forward, right arm behind our back. We can bring those hands together. Pull the elbows back. Sink down into the hips. Cow face, arms looking straight ahead. And breathe. Release the arms, hands towards the ground. Going to standing split. Pick the leg up. If you need yoga blocks, please use them. Shiva squat 5 times. Cross that knee back. Inhale, lift. 2 more. 2. And 1. Hold the standing split. We can grab that calf if we want to, or keep the hands on the ground. Walking forward for half moon. Hands walk forward using blocks, no blocks. We can stay facing the ground. We can do a twist, half moon twist. You can go to the left side, to the right side, choosing where we want our half moon today. Feet step together, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Sun salutation, left foot lunge back. Both feet back to down dog. Shift forward to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog. Going into our next series or sequence. Picking up our right leg in the air. Lunge between those hands. Slide the back foot down for warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. So hips towards the front of the room, sinking into warrior 1. Hands can be overhead or at heart center. Holding, breathing, and we'll flip the other way. We're gonna open to warrior 2. So turning, opening those hands to warrior 2. Sinking into those hips, adjust those feet. Finding that warrior 2. Looking down those fingertips. Breathing, side angle pose. Hands to thigh. Other hand, let's bring it behind our back. Drop that hip as much as we can. Keep those shoulders stacked. If we'd like to bind, we can reach behind. Breathing. Making sure we keep those shoulders stacked if we're bound. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more inhale. Unbind. We're just going to straighten the front leg. We're already over triangle. Hand in the air. Breathing.
looking down, looking straight ahead, or up at the arm in the air. Soften our knee, rise up, reverse warrior. Lifting out of the front ribs, keeping the front knee bent. Lengthen to the front side of our body and breathe. Slowly come back in to warrior two. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Release the arms down, go into wide straddle, toes forward. Right here, we're gonna add some breath. Bring our hands, palms up, knees are soft. We're gonna do kind of like, it's gonna sound like a train, called bellows breath. So we're gonna inhale, punch. Exhale, switch. Now you can choose to get faster or stay with this nice consistent breath, like a train. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. And hold. Super job. Turning the other direction, we go through the same thing. Warrior one. Turn those hips, foot at an angle, hands to heart center or overhead, bending that front knee. Finding warrior one. And breathe. Slowly open to warrior two, adjusting as needed. Pull that knee towards the pinky toe as we sink into the hips. Breathing. Getting ready for side angle. And can go to thigh, other arm I'm taking behind my back. Drop those hips. Can stay here, or if we want to try to bind, keep those shoulders stacked. Can reach underneath, binding the hands together. Breathing. You don't want to bind, stay on the thigh. Unbinding our hands, lifting up, straighten our front leg, hand to shin, other hand in the air, triangle pose. Looking straight ahead, down, or up with the hand. Breathing out to the whole triangle. Soften our knee, rise back up to warrior two, and then through to reverse warrior, hand to leg, or reach behind. Lift and lengthen, sinking in those hips. Lifting out of the front side of the ribs. Releasing back, warrior two. Turning both feet wide, straddle this, and we're gonna tip from the hip. Tipping from the hip, hands towards the ground. Lift the tailbone up, relax the head, neck, and shoulders. We can keep the hands here. We can take them out to the ankles. Or if we want chest expansion, take them behind our back. Breathing. Any option. Bring our hands back towards the center. Lifting up, hands to thighs. Slowly rising up. Stepping carefully to the front end of our mat. Go ahead, find chair pose. Breathing. Add a balancing chair if we'd like. We can lift both heels, or you can stay with that alternating like we did before. Next sequence, drop the heels. Exhaling forward fold. Stepping, unloading that right foot, and lift it, step it back part way. Pyramid pose. Now you can have the hands on the ground, you can use yoga blocks, you can come up to the thigh. Wherever we want for this pyramid. We can choose to grab that leg, pull the chest towards it, or we can choose to bring our hands behind our back for chest expansion if we want some options. Just listening to our body. I'm going to keep my hands on the ground today, but those are other options. Chest expansion, pulling chest towards thigh. Slowly lifting the head up, taking the hands or fingertips to ground or shin. We're gonna reverse this pyramid. So I'm going to take my left foot is forward. My left hand is on my back. I'm going to rotate. It's a closed twist. Feels challenging. Slowly release down, stepping feet together, chair pose. Now we can twist, go to the right side, hands to heart center, or open wide. Check those knees. You can always take the hand a little back if we're protecting our shoulder. Really center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to chair, twist to the other side. We can keep the hands in prayer. We can open wide. Take that hand a little back. Check those knees. Untwist to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Going to the other side in pyramid. Slowly lift that left leg, step it back. Got a big step, maybe 18 inches to 24 inches. Hands can stay on the ground, finding pyramid, straightening the front leg as much as we can. Breathing. We can stay here or we can revolve this pyramid if we would like. Hands towards that shin or the ground. We can take that arm up in the air or behind the back. And it's a closed twist. It's going to feel challenging, harder to twist when we're closed versus open. Slowly releasing that hand down. Stepping feet together. Soften our knees. Rising to chair, hands heart center or forward. We're going to twist, lift the left first this time. Choosing where we want everything. Check the knees. We want them in line with each other. Opening that heart center. Inhale, center, twist, untwist, and switch to the other side. Notice my knees shifted. Try to squeeze those inner thighs together so the knees don't shift. And open. And can go to that low back. Untwist to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back to down dog. You're gonna go 3-leg down dog. Pick the right leg up in the air. We're gonna bring that knee to the nose 3 times. Inhale, shift forward. Or exhale forward, inhale back. 2, 3. And we're gonna hold in a plank. We're gonna turn to our right side. So left hand, we need to drop the knee down, we can. Side plank, you know, both feet out, one knee down, hand on the hip, hand in the air. Any option for side plank. And breathe. Slowly release. Back to plank. And down dog. Let's take the left leg up in the air. And knee to chest 3 times. This time, shift forward to plank. If we're gonna drop to the knee, side plank, facing the other direction. Knee option or both feet out. Breathing. Slowly releasing back to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Do that half sun salutation, forward to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Holding down dog. Slowly drop the knees to the mat. Bring the forearms down. We're gonna go to dolphin pose. Hands can come together or be flat. Getting ready to lift. Turn the feet over, exhaling, dolphin pose. or down dog on the forearms. We can walk those toes towards the elbows, choosing where we want to be in this pose. Breathing. And if anybody is in their practice and wants to go into a headstand, this is a great, or forearm stand, this is a great place to go there. Welcome to go into that forearm or headstand from here if we want to. Whenever we're ready, dropping our knees down, finding child's pose, Balasana. Couple breaths here. Super job. All right, from here, lay on our belly. Legs are out long. Hands together, rest the forehead on the hands. Gonna go into baby or cobra pose. So let's start with the elbows underneath. So let's start in Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath, palms down. Think about lengthening the spine. Put space between the vertebrae. If this feels okay, welcome to stay here. If anybody would like to lift higher, remember feet are wider than hips. We can lift up more into cobra. If that does not feel good on the low back, stay on the Sphinx pose. Breathing. On our next exhale, slowly lower down. We're going to go into a locust pose with our hands at our head. Squeezing our glutes, lift those legs, hands to head, and lift up. Breathing, keep lifting the chest, opening the heart center. Slowly releasing down. I'm gonna go to bow pose. We can do one leg at a time or both legs together. I'm gonna do a half bow, so one leg at a time for myself. Bending that leg in, reach for that heel or ankle, pull the inner thighs together, and press down into that forearm if we're doing one. Welcome to do both legs if we like. Focus on squeezing inner thighs and pushing the hips towards the mat. How's our quadriceps today? Mine are super tight. Slowly release if we're doing single switch. If you did both legs, take a little break if you would like. And then you can join us again when we're ready. All right, grabbing that other leg. Pull the inner thighs together. Lift the chest. And press into that forearm of the front arm. Keep squeezing inner thighs. Notice which quadricep might be tighter. And breathe. Slowly releasing down all the way. Bring our hands underneath our hips, coming up to all fours. We want to do a little child's pose first. Go there. And let's do a little cat-cow to bend our back the other way. Hands underneath. Arch that back up into cat, tuck the chin. And release to neutral or sway back. One more time. And release. Now option here to go into child's pose or frog pose. I'm going to turn to the long side of my mat. I'm going to take my feet so they're turned facing out, toes pointing out, feet pointing back, and I'm going to slide down in the center. My knees, I'm not on them, I'm on the inside of my thighs. Hands can be underneath us or forearms underneath us. You can kind of play with where your hips are. Shift a little forward, a little back. Notice where we feel the inner thighs, finding that tension. Again, it's a tension, mild discomfort. It is not necessarily pain. If the pain, please come out of it and take child's pose. So that's the option, child's pose. Just breathe. Bring our hands underneath us and we lift the chest. Pull the knees together so we're on all fours, facing back to the front. Lifting up into down dog. Breathing. Drop those knees down. Threading the needle. Taking our right arm up in the air, lift it open, and then bring it underneath that armpit. And release. Weight is on the shoulder. Sitting back towards the hip. Releasing through that spine. We did some twisting today. Nice release of that spine. On our next inhale, lifting up, switching sides. Picking up that hand, thread that needle. Underneath that other armpit, look under the armpit. Palm is up. Stretching through that upper back. Again, we did some of those twists today. Should feel good. Planting the hand on the ground, lifting up on twisting. I'm going to bring myself to the center. I'm going to go to gate pose. I'm going to start on my knees. Take my right foot out to the side. Left hand down, either palm or fist for wrist. Arm over the head. Pushing those hips forward, finding gate pose. Feel the stretch from the armpits all the way to the hip. Oh, one of my favorites. Stretching through my side body. Notice how we're feeling. Releasing, switching sides. Taking the other foot out to the side. Try to get that foot down. And then palm or fist. And then reaching overhead. I'm going to push those hips forward, stretching from the armpits all the way down to the hip. And breathe. Slowly releasing back to center. And we're going to go into, we're going to do pigeon, but we'll be on our back. We're also going to do big toe hold. So if you know you can't grab your big toe, you're welcome to grab a towel or something, or you're welcome to hold a different part of the leg. So let's start laying on our back. I'm going to drop my left knee down, right foot in the air. I'm going to take my peace fingers, wrap it around my big toe, and then I'm going to drop it open to the side. Other arm is anchored down. I have a wall here, so I can't anchor real well, but hopefully you can anchor your other arm down. Big toe hold. It's kind of like a half split here. Breathing. Slowly release. Switching sides. Extend that right leg down, left leg in the air. Peace fingers between the big toe, and then thumb on top as we drop that leg open to the side. Other arm is down to anchor us. So half split, other side, big toe hold here. Breathing. Noticing which side was tighter. Usually one side is tighter than the other. Just breathe. Slowly coming back to center. We're going to bend both knees. Going to recline pigeon. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left, make that number 4. Toe is pulled towards the knee. We're going to lift the bottom leg up and pull that leg towards the thigh. Outer thigh gluteal stretch. Reclined pigeon. Breathing. Slowly drop that foot down. Keep it there. And then drop your right foot towards the floor. So then we gotta have a little twist, shoulders stay off the ground. If it's really intense in that low back, please feel free to untwist or uncross the legs, doing just a gentle twist. As we breathe. Inhale, lifting up, uncross those legs. Switching sides. Cross the other leg over, make that number 4. Toe pulls towards the knee. And then when we're ready, lift the bottom leg, recline pigeon on the side. And breathe. Notice if one of those hips or outer thighs is feeling tighter than the other. Slowly setting that foot down, taking that top foot, drop it towards the ground. Look away from those arms, keeping that shoulder down. Again, if it's really intense in that low back, feel free to uncross the legs, keep the knees together. Slowly lifting back up to center and releasing down, knees to chest, rocking back and forth your side to side. And we're gonna go to happy baby. So grab behind the thighs, arches of the feet or big toes. Drop the knees outside the body, press the heels up. Breathing, releasing through the lower back and inner thighs. Slowly releasing those feet down towards the mat. Bringing our knees all the way together, arms wide at the shoulders. Twist, drop the knees to the right side. Give me a little hold here. We need a little more spine stretch. Top leg can kick out straight. Slowly pulling those feet back together. Lifting those knees to center, switching sides. Drop the knees to the other side, shoulders down. Breathing. Again, if we need more stretch, kick out that top leg straight. Inhale, lifting back to center. Taking our feet wide to the edge of our mat, little windshield wipers here. Drop both knees to the right side. Lifting up both knees to the left side. Do that again, lift up both knees to the right. Lift up both knees to the left. Bring back to center. Option, we're going to go to bridge or wheel. So take your option. If you're going to do wheel, hands go overhead. I'm going to stay with bridge today, but you're welcome to go to wheel. Take a nice deep breath in as we exhale, lifting up either into bridge or wheel. Think about pulling inner thighs together, breathing. Holding about 5 breaths here. Inhaling as we exhale, drop the shoulder blades down first before a wheel, 1 vertebra at a time, set it down. Take our time. Notice if we have any tight spots. Last thing to come down will be the tailbone, releasing all the way down. Hug our knees into our chest. We can rock back and forth or side to side. And let's do a little chest opener here on the ground. So I'm going to roll up. I kind of lean to the side, kick up. I'm going to take my hands behind us. I'm going to do a fish pose. If you happen to have yoga blocks, you're welcome to place those underneath us. If you don't have yoga blocks, you're just going to use your elbows. Hands are like on top of the hips, palms down, and we're going to go back onto the forearms. Legs are long. Lift the chest and just let the head fall back. The head can go onto a yoga block and just hang. Opening the chest. Think about pushing the chest forward. Try not to sink into those shoulders. So that's how I say, lift the chest up. Opening the heart center. Breathe. Whenever we're ready, tuck your chin to the chest. Pressing up. And we're going to lay all the way back. So grab one leg as we lay back. Hug both knees into the chest. Our last pose before Shavasana will be reclined butterfly. Feet together. Hands by our side on the belly and the chest or long overhead. Choosing any option. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Let's do open mouth exhale. Nice deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. Keep going, continuing with that breath. Inhaling and open mouth exhale. One more here. Inhaling. Open mouth exhale. This is a comfortable place for us. We're going to Shavasana. We're welcome to stay here. If we would like to come into any other position, knees bent, legs straight, legs up a wall. Fine. You can roll on the side, or if we are more comfortable being seated, we can also be seated. And just focus on that breath. Inhaling once we're in our position. Energy comes in, exhaling, attention out. Inhaling and exhaling. With each exhale, let ourselves feel like we sink down into the mat a little bit more. Allowing our bodies to relax completely. Focusing on our breath. Think about relaxing from the tips of those toes through our feet, into our heels and ankles. Relaxing through our calves and shins. Relaxing our knees. Relaxing our thighs, front of the thighs, back of the thighs. Relaxing into our hips and our gluteals. Taking a nice deep breath in as we exhale, completely relaxing the entire lower half of our body. Moving up the spine, relaxing through the tailbone. The lower back, middle back, upper back between the shoulder blades. Relaxing the back of the neck into the tops of our shoulders. Relaxing down our arms, both right and left, upper arm, elbows, wrists and forearms. Relaxing into our hands, palm of the hands, back of the hands, alternate. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, completely relax the upper half of the body. Making sure we're not holding tension in our forehead or our jaw. As we breathe, feeling completely relaxed and at ease. If we notice anywhere we're still holding tension,
Take a moment and think about that area. Just try to relax. Just try to release everything. Feeling calm. Feeling at peace. Maybe take a moment and visualize our favorite place, wherever that might be. Visualize it. Take a moment and think about it. What do we see in our favorite place? What do we hear? What senses? What do we smell? What do we feel? What do we taste in that favorite place? Take a moment and savor this vision and sensation. Whenever we're ready, taking our time, slowly coming back into present moment. Maybe wiggle those fingers and toes. Maybe roll the wrists or ankles. Taking our time whenever we're ready, we can roll to one side and pressing to an upright position as we are ready. Finding that comfortable position, let's take a few breaths here together. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhaling and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Bring our hands towards heart center. The greatness in me honors the greatness in you. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. I will unmute everybody if you'd like to chat for a minute.
First Lady Milan.